everyone. I am Dr. Manishika, a physiotherapist, women's physiotherapist. I'm an internationally certified childbirth educator and an internationally certified lactation educator in the field from past 1 decade, and my major experience being in obs and gynae. So, guys, today I really like to thank the team to invite me here for this session, and we are going to talk about the 7 important things which are important for you to understand during labor. So guys, labor is something which चीजें important ध्यान रखनी है उसमें से सबसे पहली चीज है information. Information is something which is really important. Half of the time हम लोग decision लेते हैं that I don't know whether I'll take labor or not, or whether I'll choose something else, some other measure. It's because of one, fear of unknown, or second, it can be anxiety because हमने ऐसी stories सुनी है बाहर से, like I had been in labor for 2 days, it was so painful, and I don't think I'll try another one very soon. So information at right time, at right point of time, and with the right person is important. The second thing, apart from information that you will take care is of birth plan. So हम सब लोगों की अपनी एक expectation होती है कि हमारा birth कैसा होना चाहिए, हमारा labor कैसा होना चाहिए, हमारा pregnancy कैसा होना चाहिए. So everyone has that idea, that notion, right? So when you work on it, you tend to see that what all things are missing and what all things you should be looking forward for. So your healthcare provider will definitely help you with that, or you can reach out to others for support. The third important thing is touring. Once you have your birth plan, once you have your information, the next thing that you should see that when your time is near to the labor, how your hospital setup is. If in case an emergency, at what from which gate you can enter the hospital, where you should be connecting first, right? So ये कुछ छोटी छोटी चीजें हैं जो आपको लेबर से पहले at pre labor time decide करके रख लेनी चाहिए. Once you have information, once you know how you want to go to your labor, and once you know how to reach hospital, comes this preparation for labor, right? So joining some birth classes. So there are many professionals who are taking birth classes. We are taking birth classes over here. So this is preparing the couples, preparing the new moms for labor, birth, baby care, and breastfeeding. Knowing your labor, how it progresses, what all things you can do to divert your mind from pain, what all things you can do to shorten your labor, right? Everything is now taught. So having that information gives you confidence to undergo labor a bit confidently, right? And once you know it, then comes is you have prepared yourself mentally, then comes is preparing yourself physically. Exercises, it is again one of the most important part for you to take the labor. Exercises in a normal, uncomplicated pregnancy can be started from the second trimester itself. And when you are near to the labor, your pregnancy fitness expert is going to tell you what all exercises you should focus on, what all groups you should focus on, and how you can try to engage your baby. So exercises increases your overall body strength, it increases your stamina to take labor, and it increases your endurance as well. So once you have the stamina, once you have the endurance, once you have that confidence, information के साथ साथ आपका labor लेना काफी easy हो जाता है. At home also you must have heard people saying, your elders saying कि labor time अभी पास आ रहा है, आप 9वें महीने में हो, आपको कुछ exercises करना चाहिए, कुछ squats लगाना चाहिए. Old people they say that do mopping or do sweeping so that you squat. And nowadays what has happened that our lifestyle has so much changed that we are not even using, we are using for our daily uses, we are using western toilets, so the squatting practice has actually decreased. So we do have stiffnesses in our thighs, in our legs, in our back, so we should work on it. This again comes under the birth plan. So when you plan your pregnancy, when you are pregnant, that comes into the birth plan, that this is how I'm gonna take my pregnancy towards labor. And these are the options that are available. So if in case there is any emergency, these are the options I can opt for, right? And everything should be discussed with your doctor. After your exercises, after your proper information, comes is your relaxation. You can join yoga, you can join meditation classes, you can take proper rest, and importantly, you should learn to relax. So when you learn to relax, you understand your body. So for example, if I tighten my jaw, अगर मैं अपने jaws को tight करती हूँ, तो होता क्या है, my shoulders वो tight हो जाते हैं, मेरे हाथ fist वो tight हो जाते हैं, right? But then when I relax, what happens is suddenly I relax my entire body, right? So knowing your body, knowing how your body tenses, how your body relaxes, it definitely gives you a very perfect idea of how you will take things in labor. Because working in contractions and relaxing in relaxation period is something which really is helpful to manage the work of labor, right? So you know how to relax. Next important thing is how to breathe. So breathing is something you can start from early stage of pregnancy, breathing exercises, but a relaxed breathing is something that can help you in labor. So हम लोग क्या करते हैं जब हम लेबर में होते हैं, हम usually tend to tire ourselves with right. So we have to learn and practice a relaxed breathing, so that our we are conserving our energy and we are not tired soon enough. So taking a deep breath and then breathing out through the pain, through the contraction, it definitely helps. So we are done with information, our birth plan, we have attended the birth classes, we've gathered all the important information related to birth, we are doing exercises, we are learning to relax, we know how to breathe, and the next part that comes is your nutrition. So when I know my labor time is near, load yourself with good nutrition. So हमें अच्छा खाना चाहिए, हमें न्यूट्रिटिव खाना चाहिए, हमें अपनी एनर्जी स्टोर्स को बढ़ाना चाहिए. Old wives tales that at the time of labor you should be, at the time before labor, like pre-labor time, you should be eating like lots of ghee and something. So okay, do not go for lots of ghee, but yes, you can have a good minimal amount of what is offered in our culture, and apart from that, easily digestible and healthy food. Nutrition, healthy nutrition will take you a long way through labor. So these are certain points that you can remember when you are about to reach the labor stage. And the most important point is asking questions. So when you ask why and how, things becomes really clear. You know, everything you can anxiety. So it again comes back to information. So it's a cycle. You know it, you practice it, you ask the questions, and you gather more information. So this is all a cycle that is related to labor or related to anything. So 7 points अगर आप ये याद रखोगे, I'm sure आपको काफी कॉन्फिडेंस आ जाएगा लेबर को कवर अप करने का. Important two things, आपका mind and आपका body, they should be in one line, in one direction. They should think in one go कि हमें अच्छा इस तरह से labor pains को manage करना है, and that is how you are gonna prepare yourself for labor. So these were a short, brief 7 things to remember. I do have a few questions coming up. So there's one question stating that, does breathing exercises help you during labor, or when should I start them? So as we discussed that breathing exercises can be started from early period of pregnancy itself. Sorry. And during labor, definitely it really helps. It really helps for you to take each and every contraction. The second question that I'm seeing here is that I had to undergo a cesarean section in my previous pregnancy as I got tired during delivery. How can I avoid this and increase my stamina? So this is more of a medical thing because once you have undergone a cesarean section, definitely your second labor or your second delivery will be according to the your scar thickness, and also your doctor is gonna give you a good advice related to it. But increasing the stamina overall, you should definitely focus on proper exercises. And if it's a normal uncomplicated pregnancy, you can start your exercises from second trimester itself. But before sorry, doing anything, it is important for you to consult a proper person, your women's physiotherapist, a prenatal fitness expert, or a childbirth educator, so that you can understand that from which level you can start your exercises with. So I have one more question, and it's stating that diet changes any dietary changes that can support me when preparing for labor. The dietary changes that can support you for labor is definitely, as we discussed, that load yourself with good nutrition. अच्छा खाना है, healthy खाना है, digestible चीजें खानी है before your labor time. Okay, and try to avoid outside food because we don't want कि हमें diarrhea, हमें loose motions इस तरह. So it is important to opt for a good nutrition. Sorry. I can see one more question. It's stating that what are the tips to follow when experiencing labor that will support normal delivery during labor? Remember what all things you can do during your contractions. You have to manage your contractions, and you have to be relaxed in your relaxation time. Labor pains are not continuous, that they'll start now and they'll end after 2 days. No, it doesn't happen that way. So they come for a short interval of period and then they go for a few minutes. Then again it comes, it's like a wave, right? So what you have to manage is that peaking wave of contraction, and that can be managed well if you know what to do. So again, information, exercises, position, or breathing at that particular time is definitely going to help you. I can take one more question, and here it says that what exercises will help me prepare for labor in last trimester. So we focus more on pelvic opening exercises, we focus more on engagement exercises, we focus more on leg strengthenings and back strengthening, especially at the last part of labor. So you can consult your pregnancy fitness expert. They can tell you what all things, what all exercises you can do. There's some exercises like butterflies, there's some exercises like doing a chucky or a duck walk, etc. There are other exercises also which it is always best to take support of experienced person, and then you can move ahead with that. So these are your important things that you can remember, and you can make your labor manageable. Trust me, labor is not easy. It's not easy task, and that's why the name labor has been given to it, right? But labor is manageable if you know all the things. So pregnancy, birth, taking labor pains, it's a lifetime experience. It's a mystical journey. So knowing what to do is your right, and how to do it is what you will get to know with the support. So seek for the support, seek for information, ask questions, and be positive about it. Do not let your fear and anxiety overcome you. So that's all for today's session, guys.